understand? And actually, the colors are even more brilliant. And the sounds, the singing, the vibration. You do not have notes on this planet that we could define the notes. And it's very high. Almost your animals, your dogs would be able to hear the vibration. But you in human form, most of you would not be able to hear that as of yet. That will change. But as of yet. But we left it off with the question of time. And your question, again, beloved.
I just have to say something about the acceleration of time. Days just go like this. It takes me 3 days to actually have a day.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Truly, there is not enough time. But some of that, there are great, there's great geometry behind this. There's great science behind it. There's great, how to say, quantum science behind this, quantum physics behind this. For a very, very long time, you have all been saying there's not enough time. Even the ones who came before you, there is not enough time. Time. And so, there went into the mass consciousness pool, or the mass hypnosis. And so now you are seeing it really coming. It took some time for it to build up, but there is also anything that happens here in your reality is always multidimensional. There's never one reason why something occurs. And it's very much the same with this collapsing of time. Time literally is collapsing inside of itself. Time is an illusion. When you are not in bodies, or the part of you that is not in body, etc., you are very much outside of time. We are very much outside of time. We are conscious of time when we are in this body because Adriana becomes conscious of time. But other than that, we are not conscious of time at all. We are aware that a certain time is set up, that we are expected here, but it is not so much that we are looking at the clock and the Earth clock and saying, "Oh, the group in Old Bridge needs us to be there at 7:30. It is not like that. We are reading the energy. We know it's time to come. You understand? We are just reading the energy. Because we are so all connected, we are not separate, there's a golden cord that attaches all of you to one another on this planet. You're all attached, whether you like it or not. You are all attached, even to the ones that you do not like. And you are all connected to us with a very thin golden thread. Metaphorically speaking, but we are all connected. And so, when we feel you're all gathered up, this is where we need to be now. Although we're always with you again, it's very a multidimensional thing. But time definitely is collapsing inside of itself, into itself. And it is because you are accelerating. We spoke earlier of your accelerated growth, of your accelerated expansion. Let us call it that, because that's really what it is. It is a great expansion. You are literally, each one of you, bigger than your bodies. And you have expanded even more. You are so expansive. You are expansive in your thinking. You are expansive in so many things. And time, and so with this expansion, there is an acceleration of all of this. Anytime you expand, there is an acceleration. And with the acceleration, of course, all of your, how to say, everything in your reality gets affected. Time is the major thing, because time is the thing that most of you have been slave to. Next to your jobs, time is the next thing. It's probably right equal to your enslavement, as your jobs are.
Isn't that together with as far as working a job, a lot of emphasis is on time.
Indeed.
Wasting time, using your time wisely.
Indeed.
Things like that.
Indeed.
So we kind of, again, go back to conditioning.
And what happens when you try to live outside the paradigm of time?
You almost don't know what to do in some ways, because you feel like, well, suddenly I don't have a time restriction.
Mhm.
I can do anything I want. Well, what will I do? You almost
Indeed.
have to stop and say, how do I not live in time anymore?
Indeed, and that is also a gradual process that all of you will learn, just as, or relearn, or remember. Let's put it that way, remember. Because all of you who are sitting here know how to live outside of time. You all know how to live outside of space. You all know how to live very multidimensionally. You are multidimensional beings who live outside of space and time. However, one of the rules of this game of life is that you have time. Time is a consideration. Rules are rules. And time is one of the biggest rules. But you have set that up. But once you are starting to live outside of time, it takes some adjusting. Just as it took some adjusting when you started realizing that you were sovereign, and it took some adjusting, some rebalancing for you to start creating, or for you to start moving into the role that you wish to move into. And this is the same thing with time. You will find a balance. Time right now is accelerating. It will, how to say, you can slow down time simply by giving the intent. But again, you are speaking of this mass consciousness belief, and your belief, so your truth, that it has been your truth for so long, time. You see, when we are here with Adriana loses all thought of time. She's not aware of time. She thinks, in many cases, she's maybe been speaking for an hour, or half an hour, and it turns out to be an hour. Time is, or the opposite. Time is so irrelevant. That's part of why she loves being in this energy. She's not tied to that. She's living outside of this. And actually, all of you are. You're experiencing it too, because for you, you may be feeling you've only been sitting there for 15 minutes, and it turns out it was an hour. And they do say time flies when you are having fun. Well, you are having fun! And so time is flying for you, not just in this space, but outside of this space. When you are having fun, or perhaps some of you are shaking your head, I haven't been having so much damn fun lately. Sometimes your days drag on when you are not having fun. But on the whole, because you are in the energy of play and fun, time being part of your rules, part of your game, speeding up with you. It will level off.
An experience of consciousness.
It is, time does not really exist. Time does not exist. What makes it exist for you is your clocks. Indeed. Are your time markers. That's what makes time exist for you. Take away those time markers, time no longer exists. But you are so used to lifetimes, not just this lifetime. Lifetimes of dealing with time, and especially in this lifetime, it seems as if you had to cram so much in your jobs, in your life, because time was accepted. This is the thing. This is the cycle. Because time was speeding up for you, you had to cram more things into your day. And because you have to cram more things into your day, time is speeding up even more as a result, you see. But time is non-existent. Now you are still living in a